So honored to have this new role, energy agriculture, and
Thunder Duck.
Thunder Duck. Morning, everybody.
Stupid joke.
We are live on Facebook. Y'all, it's Robbie. Fired Holly. She's done. She's done.
Yeah. I have very little shoes to fill.
We can't do that. I mean, I put a video of her walking in snow yesterday and gets 18,000 views. So we can't run Holly off. Morning, Trey. Christy, Holly, a little under the weather. She got a little cold. I'm proud of her for taking the day off. Usually she does not like to do that. I need to talk her into it as hard this time. She must not have felt good. Usually what'll happen is she'll say, no, I can do it. In the morning she'll wake up and like, I can't do it. But this time, she committed last night, so I was able to find Robbie here, who has nothing better to do.
Yeah. Well, unlike Trey, I didn't have a meat smoking that I needed to attend to this morning.
What's happening?
I always assume.
Yeah.
And thanks, Trey, brother. I appreciate it.
Yes.
JC, what's up, dude?
The comments add a whole nother side to the show, don't they?
Yeah. I get a kick out of actually when I'm in my truck, I'll even turn it on Facebook and listen that way.
It's the way to do it.
That way I can see what's going on.
Sounds safe. Sounds real safe.
I mean, just occasionally listen.
Yeah, just occasionally. All right, we're gonna try to get to this. Now, Holly's the one who runs this thing, so I gotta try to power us through today. I don't know.
I don't know if I'm supposed to hear anything in these yet, but I don't.
What about now?
Nope.
Well, they may not be plugged up. I don't know where they at. They're out there. Where are those run to?
Ah,
That is why.
that would be why.
Who unplugged them?
Now we're hotter than a pawn shop chainsaw.
Yes. That's good. Good thing we checked that before we got going. You'll be able to hear everything. Should be able to.
it's go time.
Good morning, world. It's a brand new day.
Good Thursday morning to you, everybody. Thunder Radio Morning Show, getting you to work, getting you not to school because that's closed today, getting you home from work. For you night shift warriors, we're glad to have you along with us. Brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle. I don't know about you, but this cold weather is for the birds. I'm thinking about warmer times, and that means a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo in Orange Beach, Alabama. And I can save you 15% on your stay because you're a Thunder Radio listener. It's that simple. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com, search for Thunder Radio. Head up to the top of the page. There is a pinned post there. It's got the link to that condo. You click there. You can see the pictures. You can see that it's awesome, and it's super affordable, and you can save 15% when you book by using the promo code Thunder15. That's Thunder15. All that information is right there in that post, and I know you're going to go on vacation at some point. Might as well book it now. You might as well get that savings. That's not going to be there forever, so go get that booked right now. All right, quick check of the temperature outside the Thunder Studios. It is cold outside, 16 degrees out there right now. Some flurries are falling outside the Thunder Radio Studios. It's flurrying pretty good on me, actually. I got enough to kind of redust the roads out in my neck of the woods anyway. So be careful on your way out there. I did hit a patch or two of some black ice out in the Maple Springs area. So it wasn't bad, but there was a couple little patches where I expected them to be. 25 for your high today. So heat wave coming. Overnight tonight down around 10 degrees. Cold weather advisory will be in place again tonight. 37 on Friday, down to 19 Friday night. Then we heat up Saturday, 45, and we finally melted all the way on Sunday, 50 for your high. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. If you got caught without all the bread and the milk and the supplies, it's because you didn't visit our friends at the Hillsboro Food Company. They have fresh cut meats daily there and some delicious breakfast and lunch options in the cafe. Go by and see them in Hillsboro. They're right there before you get to the red light on the left. All right, we got a very busy day, and we were out yesterday, so we got to catch up a little bit. We got Thursday coming up later on. Your birthdays, call those in anytime at 728-1320. We would love to put you on the list and get you entered for a chance to win some pie, some cake, and all that good stuff. We also have Name That Tune. No, it's Name That Movie today. Stupid Silly Stat later on in the show and whatever else we come up with. But before we do any of that, we got to bring in the other half of the Thunder Radio morning show, not the brains of the operation. We have a substitute today, Robbie Monahan. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate being here.
I did not have a cool intro for you like I do Holly.
I don't deserve one like she does.
Have you heard her intro? It's pretty lengthy.
I have heard, and I think she deserves it too.
Yeah.
I hope she feels much better this morning, and I just hope to do the chair justice this morning.
Yeah, well, I think you're going to be fantastic. You're off to a good start.
Okay.
So I think you're going to do well.
I just want an opportunity to ring the bell.
Yeah, there will be plenty of bell ringing opportunities. Robbie Monahan, our guest co-host today. Holly is fine. She's a bit under the weather, so you can send her Facebook messages and text messages if you have her number, and tell her to get well soon and all that good stuff. She would love to hear from you, I'm sure. But it's just a head cold, I think, is what she's dealing with. But she couldn't quite make it in today. But Robbie was kind enough. He doesn't have a life, so he's up early in the morning and he's in to hang out with us. So I shouldn't insult my guest co-host, probably. No,
it's very accurate.
No, probably.
At least no one in my house wakes up before the sun, so it's good.
Good. Well, they're not even up listening to this, are they?
Not yet.
Absolutely not. I messed the whole thing up. I got my intro song I forgot about. I'm rusty.
You're willing to sacrifice our love.
But it's a good song for the day. Y'all see Holly's video yesterday checking the ice? Apparently y'all loved it. I've never seen. That thing got 18,000 views. Her out looking at snow to see if schools need to be closed.
She's got a busy job, having to decide the fate of Coffee County schools.
I know. People are like, can you get a little more control over Tullahoma schools now that we got radio stations over there? We're working on that.
I have to bring my kids up here and give them a job if they have another day off.
Well, no, keep them busy.
Yeah.
What do they do? Mine slept till 11 yesterday.
Well, I did what every smart person does in a snow day. I drove to Chattanooga and got a guitar.
There you go. That's what you need to do with on a snowy day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a fun day though.
Yeah. We just assumed that the girl one stayed up late. I was like, how late did you stay up?
Yeah. And
she's like, I'm going to sleep early. You slept till 11. It's 11 o'clock right now. And then she got mad because she wasted half the day.
I did notice her senior night, her hair looked amazing.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Personally.
The
ironic thing is she was all upset because she didn't think her hair looked good.
Oh, I thought it looked great.
Fit before she went up there.
Yeah, well.
My hair looks bad. Teen girls, y'all. I recommend getting 2 of them. Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community? Not a whole lot today. Schools are closed. Even Tullahoma joining in on the party. Late, I think about 5:30 this morning, they decided that they were going to join everybody else.
Everyone loves that, I'm sure.
I know. Coffee County schools are closed today. Manchester City schools are closed today. And Tullahoma City schools are closed today. Look at you, the full snow/school patrol here. Bedford County, Franklin County, Moore County, all closed. Grundy County, Rutherford County, Warren County closed. Cannon County virtual learning. They're out of snow days over there. They ran out of them real quick. Fayetteville City schools closed. Motlow College campuses are virtual today. TCAT, McMinnville, TCAT, Coffee County are virtual today. The Coffee County Convenience Center is closed today anyway, but they'll open at 2 o'clock tomorrow. You can see a full list of those closings on our website, thunder1320.com, and you can explore over there. And those are generally the counties in our Thunder Radio listening area that touch us or close enough that they might be able to hear us. So there are plenty of other schools closed across the state. I think like most of them were actually by the closing map.
Yeah, it looks like most of them in the state closed. So.
You from up in Virginia?
Originally Virginia. I lived in East Tennessee forever. So
they close schools up there often. They got a little bit more preparational materials that way.
Well, we do. We've got a little. It's mountainous up there, so it's more about is it icy or are you going to fall off the side of the hill kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we close. We do delays more than we close.
Delays
Yeah.
up there. Because people from not here don't understand it. Like, I don't know where Dr. Carmine is this morning. I'm not seeing him on the cameras yet commenting, but he's very passionate about our school closing policies and procedures around here. So, and he's from Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, but to be fair, we don't have the
Right. We don't have the resources.
here invested that they have up north. Holly's grandpa's from Pennsylvania. And he is just flabbergasted at this stuff. He's like, it's no 10 inches. I'm going to work. I'm like, well, not down here. It's no 10 inches. We're not going to work.
They have a fleet
month.
of plows. And have you seen the websites where they let the community name the snow plows?
I've not seen that.
You can actually track them. Like it's hilarious. They have great names for their snow plows.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that here. We don't have any.
Name our plow.
Name our plow. Other things, nothing really all that pressing. High school basketball district tournament this weekend in Shelbyville. Coffee County's boys will play at 3:30 and girls will play at 6. It'll all be on Thunder Radio and the Rooster 101.5 if you want to listen to those. No video in the postseason. There are a lot of people asking about that. The TSSAA likes their cash. So once we get to the postseason, radio only. I'll paint you a beautiful picture. Best I can, anyway. 17 days away from the return of daylight savings time and 28 days from the official start of spring. Seems like a lot.
Yeah. Why are we still doing that? Daylight savings time.
I thought Elon was going to fix that. He's in there fixing some things, and I was like, can we get a hold of that?
My mom will be a mess for 2 weeks. She can't understand daylight savings time.
Could you not?
No, well, it throws her off. She still doesn't trust like the phone. I don't even have a clock. I don't care what other clock I have in my house. I just go by my phone time. But my mom is for a week, she'll be going, well, it's 7 o'clock, but it's really 6 o'clock. So I'm like, no, Mom.
No, you don't have to this is the time that it is.
It's the time it is.
So you see what I think of clocks. We got 2 here.
Yeah.
Neither one of them are on.
Yeah. No batteries.
No batteries.
Someone please send Josh a pack of AA's.
So these are the ones that like it was a big deal when these first came out. You saw the infomercials on them.
Mhm.
Oh, they connect to satellites out there and it just tells at the time. Not in this building, not with this AM shield around us. No, you had to take them home for like 3 or 4 days, and then they would set, and then you had to bring it back up here. And that's just not my style. And so I just let them sit there, and the batteries died. And I mean, I should have them so I could have general ideas of what time it is.
Yeah.
I do not keep the show on time well, and I think maybe that's part of it.
Right.
I mean, I have a time on my computer screen, but
yeah.
I feel like we have an issue with keeping it running on time.
Do you always have like the clock? So the other thing that gets my mom confused is now that she's back in Virginia, she'll probably be listening today. Now that she's
Shout
back
out
in Virginia. Hello.
Our
good
AM
morning,
gets
Mom.
out real good. Y'all just go out there and turn it in.
She's in the Eastern time zone. And actually yesterday I went to Chattanooga. It was a little confusing to be like, okay, so I crossed the time zone, linking up with the guy. That does get me. Yeah. A little bit.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like the Eastern time zone switch. We live in an interesting spot in the world because I feel really bad for people who are even closer to that line.
Mm-hmm.
If you say you live in maybe Grundy and you work in Chattanooga or something, I mean, that's rough when it comes to that time switch, dealing with things like that.
Oh, Trey said the clock would work if you mounted it on the window frame.
No, it would not. He said, would they work if you mounted them on a window frame?
Oh, would they work?
No, they would not. In this building, the something to do with the copper shielding in the building when they built it in the AM stuff. You would think I know.
Translaminar housing is.
Yeah, it doesn't work. The clocks work, but they just will not change time. So if we could do away with that, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Get them set. Also, like a lot of the newer cars, they automatically will change, but my truck is still not that new, so I have to manually go in. But it's not hard to find. It's pretty easy to figure out.
Oh, I missed it.
You missed it. See, you got to be aware. Robbie stepping in for Holly today and is 0 for 1 on bail opportunities. But I wish we would do away with the time. I like the extra daylight. It's the way I would rather it stay. I know that's not standard time, but I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm not that. I don't care. But I do not like springing forward. I'm a mess. You said your mom is a mess just because she can't handle the time. I'm a mess from not sleeping correctly for a week. The fall back does not bother me at all. People are like, I'm going to bed at 6. I'm like, great. That's awesome. I love going to bed that early. As soon as it gets dark, let's go to bed. Let's get 12 hours. It's going to be a good night.
Mm-hmm.
But in the spring, and that's the worst time for us because we're really busy.
Yeah.
And it really messes with the old sleep pattern.
we're not making bombs anymore, people. Let's set a time.
Yeah.
Go with it.
Yes, it's just leave it, and I feel like that's one thing that could be a unifier.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot. There is the random people. You see it on the social media. Everybody's like 90%. Here comes, Debbie Downer, and like, well, kids will be getting on the bus in the morning. It's going to be dark.
Okay.
Put a reflector on them.
Yeah.
Give them a flashlight. It'll be all right. I bet they'll appreciate the extra hour at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They can play outside. Yeah, I'm all for moving school start up earlier anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get out of that. Let's get out earlier.
Yeah. And wonder what Dr. Carmine thinks about that.
Somebody asked Dr. Carmine what he thinks about that. Somebody tag him, get him up and get him paying attention. I'm sure he's already cranky because kids are out of school today and he don't like it.
You know why he moved down here from Ohio? Not enough teeth up there.
It is the heroin capital of the world, I think, up there in Ohio. Now, we're just giving Dr. Carmine a hard time. Y'all go by and see him in Estel's, in Deckard. That's where he resides, or his practice is anyway. All right, we got a lot to do today. We're going to try to get to all of it. Robbie's going to hang out with us for the first hour and a half, and then it's me only for the last half hour, and it's going to be a lonely time. We'll see how well I can carry us to the back end of the show. Holly, a little bit under the weather today. I want to tell everybody about my friends at Dirtworks. So thankfully, the snow isn't too terribly bad, but if you need your parking lot cleared in a situation where we do get some snow, they do that kind of work. Dirtworks does. They do anything when it comes to excavation. They'll plow your parking lot. They'll soft it, make it good and ready to go for customers. That way you don't have to shut down for the day. You don't have to worry about somebody falling down, breaking a hip, things like that. Dirtworks is your people. 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782 for Dirtworks. You're listening to the morning show on Thunder Radio.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester.
That's an interesting thought. Split the difference. Cut the time in half. Chrissy says
That's not a bad idea.
half an hour either way.
Because the summertime, when it's still daylight at 9, I don't take advantage of that either. Because I'm going to sleep about 8.
Yep.
I mean, sun's not even set yet. I'm like, I'm done.
My life doesn't change any.
And it doesn't really affect. I mean, I like it. And I'm like, we built that pool last year. So I'm like, oh, yeah, we're going to take advantage. No, I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to sleep. I get up in the morning, do the morning show.
Yeah, what time you get up?
About 4:45.
Yeah, wow.
If we are out late the night before and we're still going to do the show, I'll sleep to about 5:15.
Mm-hmm.
Get an extra 30 minutes. And sometimes it doesn't matter because the animals, their clock is the same. So if they want to eat at 4:30, then I wake up at 4:30. It really doesn't matter what I want.
JC woke up really early. He's having really deep conversation in the chat. I'm not awake enough yet to have
I know
that level of.
That's the tricky part about filling in on the morning show. It's like you got to get up and have the mind going early in the day.
This is usually my morning constitutional time.
Yeah, I usually sit for about 30 minutes and just drink coffee and stare at the TV, and then I'm good. Did they play that hockey game last night or is it tonight?
I don't know. I love hockey. I just suck at following it.
Have you ever left your truck running for a long period of time and didn't realize it?
Yes.
Okay. I've done that accidentally the other day. We'll talk about that when I come back.
All right.
Because like today, I started it early. Like I don't get to park in the garage. Holly parks in the garage. We don't have room for 2 cars because we ain't rich. So Holly parks in the garage and she gets a nice warm start to her day. And I do not, so I have to go out and start my truck. And that made me think of that this morning. And my truck doesn't have an automatic start on it, unlike the girl one's car. I mean, everybody else has nicer things than me.
I think about hockey. I remember, to me, peak Tennessee hockey was a couple years ago when they were in the playoffs and Taylor Lewan snuck a catfish in his pants.
That was the year they went to the Stanley Cup. That was
pounding beer.
Yes, it was pretty rambunctious.
You imagine what commitment it takes to sneak a catfish in your pants?
No. Well, the forethought. I mean, the premeditation required here was.
If they bring back Jinko jeans, it'd be a lot easier. You remember that?
I do remember jeans. I remember we weren't allowed to wear them in school. They got on the PA. They're like, no more Junko jeans. We were like, what?
Website, theharrisfirm.net.
Manchester's only live and local radio morning show. You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
No Holly. Josh and Robbie.
That's right.
Josh and Robbie on Thunder Radio. Morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo in Orange Beach. You're sitting there, you're staring out the window, and you're like, oh, golly, it's cold. How cold is it? It's 16 degrees. It is not that cold in Orange Beach. And, I mean, maybe it's chilly down there, but it's going to be real nice this summer, spring, fall, all that. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com, search for Thunder Radio, and click at the very top of the page. You will see the link to that condo and the promo code Thunder15. Say 15% when you book. While you're there, you can also get an in-depth, behind-the-scenes look at Holly's decision-making when it comes to closing schools. She was out yesterday showing the folks what goes into her decision-making, closing schools.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown.
Fascinates me how funny people think that is. People think that's hilarious. I don't understand it, but we're going to ride that wave out.
I would. Is it a monetized video? I'd make it as popular as possible.
Yeah, well, most all of our things on Facebook are monetized, so
Good.
That's why we post a lot of it.
Oh,
We
boy.
love that y'all interact with it. It's fantastic.
I would.
Yeah, I mean, we're not making the money that these influencers make.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get up to the hundreds of thousands of followers and
Really?
millions of views to really make any money. Our hyper local content will prevent us from ever doing that because I don't think people outside of this general area
Right.
really care, and that's fine. But I mean, we might make a couple $100. I mean, where they would make a couple $1,000 on something. We're just not going to make a lot of money on it, but that's cool. So this morning I went out and started my car. It's cold, right?
Yes.
Start my truck. How long do you start? yours?
I do have the auto start, and typically,
fancy.
yeah, I think it turns off.
I'm a
after,
pharmacist. Huh.
well, I think it turns off after 15 minutes.
Okay.
Thank heavens. But probably about 10 minutes.
Okay, so I started mine around about 25 this morning, which is longer than I meant. But
Yeah.
Here's the thing: I want to start it before I get in the shower.
Okay.
I don't want to go out with wet hair because I don't want to. So I guess it depends on how long it takes me to get ready. But so it made me think of what happened to me the other day. I guess it was Tuesday before all this snow started. I had a meeting at Moore County High School. I was over there talking to them about sports coverage and things like that. And we're going to do some things with them. And on the way back, our stations in Tullahoma, our headquarters over there is at the Coker building on Wilson Avenue, right next to a Wendy's, which we've been over there for 2 months now. I've not stopped at that Wendy's. And I mean, it is right next door, Robbie. I mean, from here to my truck, it's right there. And I've not gone to the Wendy's. And I was like, I was hungry. It was lunch. It was like 12:30. Like, I'm just going to swing by this Wendy's, grab some lunch real quick, and I'm going to go next door. Well, I pulled in to Wendy's. I'm on the phone, so I didn't want to go through the drive-through. And so I was like, well, and it was long line. So I was like, I'm just going to pull in here and park, and I'll just walk in and get my food. Get off the phone, run in, get my food. I go up to the line, get my food. There's no line in there. I'm like, hey, I want whatever I get. She said, you want it here or to go? I said, I want it to go. And she brought it out on the tray. And she was like, oh, you said to go. I said, no, it's fine. I'll just sit here and eat my lunch. It's no big deal. I'm just going to sit next door at my office and eat the lunch.
Yeah.
So I sit down, start eating lunch, start playing on my phone, not thinking anything of it. I get done eating lunch and I'm taking my time because I really don't want to go back to work. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a Frosty. So I walk back up here. I'm going to get a small Frosty, and I get a Frosty, sit back down, eat the Frosty, take my time, go to walk out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going, why am I going to drive over here? I'm just going to walk across to work.
Yeah.
It's right next door. I'm literally going to move my car 20 feet. I'm just going to go to work. I walk over. I get almost to the kind of the divide between the Wendy's parking lot and the work parking lot. And I hear my truck, and it's running, and it's been running for the past 45 minutes. I just left it sitting there, and I was about to go to work for another 2 hours. And had I not heard it, it was going to go for a solid 3 hours. And I'm sure that's not healthy for it. I don't know, but maybe the longest I've let that happen before.
Went to a friend's wedding. We went to their wedding reception in Virginia, and we had at the time, Katie and I hadn't been married long. We had a little dog, little Yorkie. It was cold. We were worried about him. So I left the truck running. And I bet I left the truck running probably 2 hours on purpose for the dog.
Yeah.
But I think that's a low point in my manhood is when I left my truck running for 2 hours for my 3-pound dog.
For the 3-pound dog. And we're Tracy, this is how stolen vehicles happen. Yeah, I know. It is. And I'm bad. I mean, I shouldn't probably be announcing this on the air. I usually lock the doors to the truck.
Yeah.
But if I go to a gas station and it's cold, I usually leave it running. It's probably not good evidence for the insurance company or somebody does take my truck.
Yeah.
But I actually, it may even be against the law in Tennessee, I think, to leave your car running with the keys in it. So I don't do that, but used to. I did. I don't do it anymore. It's not worth the trouble to me. I don't know. I feel like not a lot of that happens here. Maybe some.
I'm about half and half. If I'm running in, but I've done like you before. I go in very quickly I'm just going to go get a sun drop or something.
Yeah.
And then you run into somebody and you're 3 conversations in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily goes by.
Yeah.
Like we can just take gasoline and pour it down a drain, but
it's so cheap.
Yeah. But I was planning on just grabbing my food, come back in. And it was chilly that day.
Yeah.
It wasn't cold, but it was chilly. And I was like, I'll just grab my food, be right back.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely forgot that truck was running. And then to the point where I was like, let's get a Frosty too. I'm not going to take the Frosty to go. And I'm just going to sit here and eat it.
You made up for the time you had not been to Wendy's.
I did. Yes. And I won't go back for a long time because that's not really my thing. But I wanted.
Really?
I try to avoid fast food if I can.
Oh.
It's just not. I mean, sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
And when you work our hours, and you're traveling to a lot of ball games, then that's what you end up getting a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I try not to do it if I'm in town.
Wendy's has become that place where my family it's middle ground. Everyone is happy at Wendy's.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, with us, and this is a riveting conversation for everybody, but I don't think anybody cares. Holly's the only one who likes McDonald's.
Okay.
The only one.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. The girl one can't stand it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy one doesn't really like it either, but Holly loves McDonald's. I don't know why. Am I claiming they got the same Coke over here? Now the fries, I get it. The fries are okay, but they don't offer any quote unquote healthy options.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a grilled chicken sandwich there. There's nothing. So I'd rather go to, if I'm going to pick, let's go to Burger King.
Yeah.
Not that that's healthy either.
That's Marcus's favorite as well.
Burger King. You can't beat the Whopper. That's the charbroiled.
Oh, do you think they paint the lines on? I saw that on the internet the other day.
Somebody said that?
Yeah, that they paint the lines on the burger.
No, I'm not. Is that real?
I don't know.
I'm a little concerned. I'm already concerned about eating that kind of food anyway. Anyway, so be careful if you leave your car running. Don't leave it running all that long. I don't think they're intended to do that.
Yeah, probably not. And that's why I like that my remote start will turn off after 15 minutes because I would easily leave it all day. Yeah. Tracy,
how long does it take to dry that hair? That is true. I just don't want to go back.
Yeah.
Because here, listen.
Even less for me.
Well, yeah, right. Well, once you're out of the shower, I'm gonna put my work clothes on. Now I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go out there and start the car, then wait.
Right.
Like I'd rather just start it and leave. So I want it. I get out, put on the clothes, get in the truck, leave.
I also can't drive in a coat. So if it's cold enough for me to wear a coat outside, I have to take it off before I get in.
I'll carry it with me.
Yeah, I do too.
I'll just carry it with me to have in the car. I'm not going to wear the coat. It's the least comfortable thing ever. Is it just not comfortable for you?
Yeah, long arms. I wind up feeling like I'm being like constricted by my jacket.
Trey says on the app, I'm assuming he means Burger King, you can now select the option of being fresh off of the broiler. I thought they were always supposed to be fresh. What's the other option?
Yeah. Is there another option?
I prefer an unfresh.
Yeah. Can you say, I'd like for it to have sat here as long as possible?
I prefer an unfresh burger, a non-fresh. I don't do app ordering. I don't do that. I'm too old school.
I will for Chick-fil-A for the other lane.
Yeah. Well, I did Chick-fil-A once and I used it in my Thunder Radio account and I didn't realize. And so when I walked up to get my order, I went inside to get it. I didn't go through this before they had the drive-through lane at the Manchester one. So I was like, well, I can run in and grab my food, avoid this line. And they announced that there was an order for Mr. Thunder. So I know, is there an order? Mr. Thunder? Yeah. That's me. That's me.
That's awesome.
So I don't order with the app much. Trey says not fresh, probably out of some kind of crock pot type device. Well, I want it fresh off the broiler.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was an option. Maybe I should use the apps. I don't use our neighbor uses the app for like Sonic drinks. She gets
Yeah.
like half off or
Mhm.
whatever. I'm just too, I don't know if it's stubborn, old school. I'm a bit of an old soul. I don't want to do that. I still like to send stuff in the mail. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just I'm probably the very last line of that. Get a year or two younger and that ends.
I will happily use an app if it will make it faster. But that's one of my frustrations. Like if I use this app and I do all of this, and then I have to get there and wait through the line anyway, why did I do all of that? I could have just listened to a song on the way here.
Yeah, 100% agree. Trey says I'm not going out unless I can order it on an app. Yeah, I'm just Christians with me, no apps. It's quite the debate this morning. Probably should post that as a poll.
Yeah,
on Facebook. Holly, that's something for you to do if you're up and listening. If not, then I'll let her know about that later. We got birthdays coming up in about an hour. We got Stupid Silly Stat coming up next. I'll let you know what's happening at Granddad's. No app for Granddad's. You just go in and you get the food. Yeah, we're going to talk about
quick
that.
Enough.
It is. Have you been there for lunch?
It's so good.
Walk through the line, get your food, sit down. It's so easy. We'll talk about that in just a minute as well. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle, 6:30 to 8:30, Monday through Friday.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME.
It's the 20th, but everybody's putting the 19th, like, the obits are in for this morning.
yeah.
Whoever put them in, it says Thursday, February 19th. And the farm news is in the same way. Thursday, February 19th. I don't do apps, y'all. No kiosk. I don't like the kiosk ordering.
I hate the kiosks.
I don't like sorry, but I don't like the drink order with all the different 40 million combinations.
You're stuck behind some 12-year-old that wants to get up there and put a little of every one.
I don't know. I just want Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Just give me that. Which Coke Zero greater than Diet Coke.
Oh, yeah.
Diet Coke is gross.
Yeah.
But I do greatly enjoy Coke Zero.
I'm pretty sure Joe McCamey runs on two things. That's Jesus and Coke Zero.
I love Coke Zero.
And actually I've drank one recently and I was pleasantly surprised.
I don't know how bad it is for you. Thunder Radio.
Yes, may I put a birthday down for yesterday? I forgot it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sarah Stevens.
Sarah Stevens. All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Sarah Stevens. Yeah, Coke Zero is good. Lisa says the bomb. Agreed.
Kevin Simmons asked to put his daughter Brandy on for a birthday list.
Upcoming Saturday?
For Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
We can do it.
Yeah. Yes, Joe. Jesus and Coke Zero in that order.
Yeah. I also like Mountain Dew Zero. Diet Mountain Dew, again, it's garbage. Mountain Dew Zero tastes just like regular Mountain Dew. I don't know what they're putting in it, and I don't know what kind of cancer it's going to give me.
Yeah.
But it makes me pretty bloated. I can't, I feel like I'm 5 pounds heavier after I drink it, but it's good. It's kind of like a donut, right? It's good, but I don't feel good after I eat it.
I was a Diet Mountain Dew guy when I was in East Tennessee, and I moved down here, and we didn't really have Sundrop in East Tennessee. And I'm sure we did somewhere, but not like here. And now I've become a Diet Sundrop guy. And when the Diet Mountain Dew is on sale, my wife will buy it. And I had to make an executive decision. I was like, please, dear, no more.
Stop getting it? Yeah, I know. I love the Mountain Dew Zeros, but it's Holly would get the 6-packs of it, and I had to just don't get that anymore. Yeah. I'll randomly stop at the store and get one occasionally, but if it's here, I'm going to drink it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drink one a day. Still know where. I used to drink 5, 6, 7 regular Sundrops a day. Back in the day, and a little younger, dumber.
You pretty much water guy all the time?
Water and coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll fill that up once, and then maybe a little more on a cold day. I don't know why.
Yes, Kevin, you're exactly right. Diet Sundrop is the superior soft drink. And I will die on that hill.
Diet Sundrop's pretty good. I like Diet Pepsi. I like Diet Coke is the worst of all the diet drinks. I don't know that there's
It's almost like they don't know how it tastes over there. Like, how do y'all taste the other ones? Like, regular Coke is better than Pepsi.
Did you grow up calling all soft drinks Coke?
Everything's Coke.
Okay. See, I did.
You're up there, y'all call it pop, don't you?
Yeah, because there's enough like Michigan influences pop.
Why is East Tennessee is weird?
I know.
Pop, and they call them fireflies up there.
Yeah.
And everywhere else in the world, it's lightning bugs. I don't know what the little corner of my grandma from up there, and I would go up there for family reunions. My cousins would call it pop. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's Coke. You want a pop? I'm like,
yeah.
It made me cringe when they said it. Why is that not playing? Then turn it up.
You know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
One of them walked up and turned and singing Hits Carolina.
That's the official disclaimer there. Sing it, Robbie. Now, Robbie's he's a singer. Have you heard the new Thunder Radio morning show jingle?
I have not.
You not heard the song?
No.
Oh, Robbie.
We'll have to check that out.
Yes, I got together with a couple of songwriters and a couple of musicians and was able to get it cut. It took a lot of work. But
does it have girl in it?
It does not
If
have
you
girl.
wrote- okay.
No, but I'll play it on the bump back from the next break. So
Okay.
no, there isn't Thunder Radio's morning show does have an official we do have an official jingle song now.
Okay.
So I say jingle, but it's not it's a full song.
It's a full song.
It's a full country song. Yeah. You're going to be impressed.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I was thinking about getting you to sing it, and then I was able to hook up with a couple artists in Nashville, and we spent about 6 months in the studio, worked hard on it, and we got it. It's good.
I'm on. I know this sounds like I'm not, but I'm literally excited. I'm just tired.
He
so it
sounds
doesn't.
pumped this morning. he's
like Ben Stein. Like, I'm so excited.
Dries. Yeah. No,
Bueller.
Yes. Anyway, all right. Thunder Radio Morning Show here till 8:30. I want to tell you about Granddad's Lunch today. Get on by and see them on the menu. They got fried chicken, barbecue chicken, country fried steak, mashed potatoes, turnip greens, mac and cheese, baked beans, pepper slaw or coleslaw, cornbread or roll can come with that. Sweet or unsweet tea or lemonade is included with your lunch line special. You can do a meat and 1, a meat and 2, or a meat and 3. That is all your choice. Meat and 2 is probably good. The portion sizes there are incredibly healthy. I guess it depends on how you define healthy.
Yeah.
I'm talking from a Southern grandma kind of way, Southern grandma kind of healthy is the kind of portion sizes they have up there. All right, we got games to play. Let's fire up the stupid silly stat.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Kevin said we just call it a cold drink. Instead of soda or pop or whatever. We got the stupid silly stat brought to you by Freedom Automotive in Manchester. They do custom exhaust work, which is not something that you can have done just anywhere, but you can right here in Manchester. Freedom Automotive, 515 Hillsborough Boulevard. They take care of your alignments, tires, things like that, and they have payment options for those tires. That way you don't have to go out and get a loan. Tires are expensive.
They are.
When I was younger, when it was time to get new tires, I trade the car in.
Yeah.
It's time to trade it in. I can't afford new tires. All right, stupid silly stat, 728-1320 or 728-3526. That's 728-1320 or 728-3526. If you want to take a crack at today's stupid silly stat, 27% of us do not have one of these in our kitchen. 27% of us do not have one of these in our kitchen. What is it? Take your guesses at 728-1320 or 728-3526. I got 2 tickets to the Country Music Hall of Fame and a bag of Black Rifle coffee for whoever can get the right answer. Big prizes today.
Yeah.
You gotta really lure them out on days the kids are out of school, because I think 97% of our listenership is asleep.
Yeah.
At this current time.
Yeah.
Morning show.
Garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal is a
Oh,
great
that is
guess.
a great guess.
But not it. I think that's higher. I don't have a garbage disposal.
Uh,
I live in the county. I have septic. I don't think you're supposed to even have them.
I don't know if I do or not. That's sad.
Clearly,
It's
you
my
don't
house.
use it.
I don't use it, but I just don't know if we have it.
You live in the city, or
Yeah,
you may have one.
I may.
I think they're more acceptable for sewer systems.
Yeah.
I'm told.
We just always had pets growing up.
Yeah, just throw this down to the dog.
Yeah.
He just nosing around in the trash. Morning show.
Is it going to be a rolling pin?
Oh.
What'd you say there?
A rolling pin.
A rolling pin?
How did you get that?
We got it, Cody.
How did you guess that already?
I'm just
What's your name?
Brandon.
Brandon, did you cheat?
No.
Did you Google?
No.
Did someone
you have a rolling
Did
pin?
someone Google for you?
I might have used the lifeline.
Okay, he's the lifeline. The lifeline. All right, Brandon, come on by Thunder Radio Studios, pick up some prizes. We'll hook you up. Yeah, rolling pin. Do you have a rolling pin?
I don't.
Okay. I don't even know if we have one. We might. I don't know. Come on, pick up prizes. We're here.
Oh,
I did not know that we were going to get that answer.
I
that
didn't
fast.
either, but I love James Swank decided to say gravy boat.
Gravy boat server. We do not have that.
I don't have
We don't do gravy. Really? Not that kind of gravy?
Yeah.
No.
We
don't
do
really
sausage gravy, but it doesn't really come out of the.
That's not going to come out of the gravy
well.
boat. No, that's not. I don't do gravy on my mashed potatoes.
I don't either.
I don't like brown gravy. No, it's not my thing. Also, I don't really do a lot of sausage gravy either. I used to, but now I'm just. I don't know. Your palate changes.
Yeah,
over time.
Well, you've gotten healthier too. I'm sure you've tried new.
Not
things.
as of late.
Well,
it's been a rough couple months. Rolling pin.
Rolling pin.
I know my grandma has a rolling pin
Yeah.
because I used to make biscuits.
I used to
at
get
her
like
house.
chased with it.
Yeah. Rolling pin and a frying pan, and that what they hit you with here in the
Yeah.
South. You got to watch out. You get the cast iron skillet.
I don't think I have a rolling pin. I have a kitchen, I promise, but it's like
Apparently, he doesn't know what's in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a garbage disposal. I don't know if there's a rolling pin. I don't know. Do you do a lot of cooking?
I do not. I do a lot of eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
We're a good team. My wife cooks well. I eat well.
So you don't cook?
No, I grill.
Yeah.
But
at my house, I grill, but my wife prepared the food for me to put on the grill. I don't. I will admit that I don't do a lot of food prep. She's just like, here, these are ready to grill, and then I turn on the grill, put them on there, and then I take all the credit. I'm like, man, you like that steak?
I'll prep it too. Katie's just really, really good. She's, not like the sexist male female role thing. Like she's just a really good cook.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And I'm really terrible. I know my strengths, and that's not one of them.
It's best to know our strengths and weaknesses, isn't it? I'm not I'm not a good cook. I could throw together some scrambled eggs or something, or I could put some bacon on. That's really about the extent. I cook a mean, oven pizza. I have gotten to where I can make a pizza on the Traeger. Those are pretty good. I like those, but Holly can also make that. So why would I want to interfere with her ability to do that?
Yeah. Why would you want to help around the house?
Yeah. Why would I want to do that? I don't really want to. So no, I'm a terrible cook, but I don't know if we have a rolling pin.
I think last time I needed a rolling pin, I used a cup.
Yeah. I used I was doing pizza dough and I probably could have used a rolling pin, and I used the can of tomato sauce for the pizza.
That's
before it had been opened.
Utilitarian. Yeah. You use what you got.
I don't know if that's the most sanitary or not.
You already had it in your hand.
Good, Robbie. Trey says watching an older person use a rolling pin is pretty impressive. I'm terrible with one. Yeah. I'm like
Trey, no offense, but how can you use one wrong? Like it's kind of like a light
I think
switch.
it's the dough is the problem.
Okay.
Right. I mean, if the dough's too sticky,
yeah,
the rolling pin, it sticks to the pin, or if it's too thick, it doesn't.
I follow you.
So it's not the rolling pin or the user so much as the dough that you've messed up.
It seems like something would be hard to mess up.
Yeah, you messed up the dough. Congratulations to Brandon, your rolling pin. Way to ruin my game early on, and that's okay though. We got another game coming up in just a minute. Robbie, my guest host today. No Holly, she's a little under the weather, but she hopefully be back tomorrow. If not, then we'll bring another guest host in, and we'll power through and watch our viewership plummet.
Yeah,
we're just not as pretty.
I'll go make a video.
Yeah. We're not as pretty as she is.
No,
this is not
or it's funny.
Or it's funny. No, or is awake.
Yeah,
You know, she comes in with all that energy.
Mhm.
I have to make her. She doesn't want to do it. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Let's get you a weather update. It is not pleasant this morning. It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Well, the temperature's dropped a couple of degrees since we got here. It's 14 degrees outside the Unity Medical Center studios here right now. And 25 is about all you're going to get today. And that's not going to be a nice 25 either. It's going to be a 20-mile-an-hour wind out of the north, 25. So the feels like temperature is going to be in the teens. It's not going to be nice at all. 10 degrees overnight tonight. A cold weather advisory is in place. Friday, 37 and sunny. 19 overnight Friday. And then some warmer weather, if you would say that, this weekend. 45 on Saturday, 50 on Sunday. And a long-range look into the forecast next week. Looks like Monday around 57. Tuesday, 65 degrees.
I like my temperatures like I like my offensive lineman numbers. You know, high 60s, mid 70s.
Nice. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. Fresh cut meats daily. We're talking about cooking. Makes it a lot better if you got good fresh cut meats. And you get that from the Hillsboro Food Company in Hillsboro, locally owned and operated.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Yes. And I like it. I like it hot. I want to move to Florida. I want to go to Florida and stay there forever. If I'm on the coast, I mean, I can imagine we do Florida Man Friday, and that's why Florida Man have issues. If you live in Central Florida, I'd be miserable. I mean, can you
all
imagine
the heat and humidity, none of the benefit?
Being 95 and that humid all the time, just living around reptiles, gators and snakes everywhere, and you don't have the ocean breeze to cool you down.
Water. Yeah, you can't jump in.
No, you don't get in that water. No, but if you're on the coast, you get that ocean breeze. I mean, it's still hot and humid, but I can live with that. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever been to Florida in the summer. We go on fall break a lot, and we go spring break sometimes. I mean, I'm told it's pretty hot during the summer, but I don't think it would bother me. Could be wrong.
We were pretty miserable. Well, I was. Of course, I'm kind of on my weight loss journey. I've lost 60 pounds.
Yes, Robbie.
So I'm looking forward to. I'm actually kind of looking forward to taking the kids to the beach this year. I wonder if it'll be more comfortable.
Yeah, it probably would be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not David. You know, I'm not like, you know, Dave. Well, I started to say David Hasselhoff. I probably look like David Hasselhoff now. I'm not like 80s David Hasselhoff.
So what's your secret?
I'm not eating outlandishly like I used to.
Yeah.
And I have been using some of the weight loss options we've got at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
So.
I used to be quite a bit bigger. I was around 250. Then I got down to about 190, just exercising, eating better. Then I got back up to about 210. I started lifting instead of just running, and I got down to about 180. And I'm sorry, 190. And then I fluctuated back up to 210, and that kind of or 205. I'm sorry, and that's kind of where I've been hanging out. But that pneumonia I got in December really screwed with my everything. I was working out all the time. Yeah. I was pretty good, felt good about my muscle mass and everything, but I couldn't eat for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And then I came back out of that, and all I wanted to eat was junk. I don't know. All I was craving was junk food. And I did not have the best self-discipline. So and now I've been so busy working out. For me, it's like 2-3 days a week at most, and I'm just not eating great. So it's not been a good month, but hopefully we'll get back in the right direction.
Yeah, that's the part I'm in right now. Like I'm at the part of my weight loss journey where it's like I've really got to get serious about working out to keep this going. And it's not as fun as it. You know, I'm 40. It hurts more.
Hurts more, yeah. I ran a lot for a long time, and I would like to remember that Tim Garrett at Snap Fitness was like, stop running, lift. And so I started lifting, and I made a huge jump, change. But
I made the mistake. I took Marcus and Allison with me, and like he was able to lift more weight than I thought he would. And I didn't like the gap between his weight and the weight I was working with, because I was trying to ease in. I was trying to do the healthy thing. And I was like, screw it. I'm gonna let me plate this thing up and show him who's boss. And I hurt for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, that's what happens with Holly when she tries to go work out. She wants to do all the things she thinks she should be able to do, you know, as an 18-year-old. I'm like, you can't do that. You know, just because then she'll be sore for a month, and then she's like, I hate working out. And I'm like, well, it's because you did that.
Yeah.
Go slow.
I got to go buy New shirt yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm
always fun.
trying not to buy too many of them though, because I hope I'm just passing through here. Because you said I'm 200. I was 277 when I graduated high school, because I'm not a little tiny person.
Yeah.
So, but it's I got up to I was pushing 430, and now I'm in the 365 right now. So.
Nice. On the right path.
Yeah.
Probably feel better.
Oh, I do.
When I'm bored.
Oh yeah.
Like yesterday, I stayed home and worked from home.
Yeah.
No, I like chocolate milk, and I like junk food.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm at home, I'm going to eat it. And I'm going to drink it. If I'm out, I'm usually all right unless I stop at Wendy's.
No.
Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. They used to Baconator very often.
Golly, the honey butter biscuits they got over there. See, I got to stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's go over there
We
and
can
get
go
one.
there now.
Yeah. I mean, this morning for breakfast I had a banana, so
that's healthy.
It's fine. Not much of a protein option there. I was saying I tried that Wegovy at one point.
Yeah.
Way back when it first kind of was doctors had it and they were kind of doing free trials and stuff. I felt awful.
Yeah.
That stuff made me so nauseous. Like I did 1 month of it and I was like, I can't do that anymore. Like I didn't eat nothing. And I didn't eat nothing. It was probably not. But some people then have a problem, with it. I just couldn't do it.
Christy said Wendy's has decent salads. I'm not going to Wendy's for a salad, Christy.
That's the thing. If I go there, might as well get me a crispy, a spicy chicken sandwich. I got a good spicy chicken sandwich too.
Now back in the salad bar days, I back at Wendy's, that was.
I don't remember the salad bar Wendy's. I don't remember one.
80s, 90s.
Yeah. Well, I was born in '86, so show my age there.
Well. Southwest Virginia didn't upgrade for a long time. So. Now we're playing country.
That's Wallen right there.
No Beyonce here.
I was supposed to play the new Thunder Radio song here, and I completely forgot. Robbie, I'm sorry. We got to talking about weight loss during the break and completely distracted me. Josh and Robbie on the Thunder Radio morning show. No Holly today. She is a little bit under the weather, but that's okay. She will hopefully be back tomorrow. I'm trying to find that. I don't have it officially in the library yet because we may change it. I don't know. But so the Thunder Radio morning show official theme. I mean, we spent a lot of time on this. Now, this is Holly on the drums when they kick in. You like that? Cole Swindell.
Where Josh and Holly brighten up.
Don't you love it?
Every morning, with laughter and small talk and a playful little spat. They bring us all together with that stupid, silly stat.
That's really good.
All right. Yeah, I thought it was solid. Yeah. AI can do a lot of crazy things. It's amazing.
That is really good.
I know. So Holly doesn't like it. She thinks it's cheesy.
Well, I mean, all jingles and things.
Right.
You expect a certain level of cheese.
They never let us down, except today when Holly doesn't show up. So anyway, usually we'll play it around the 8 o'clock hour, but
yeah,
she's like, it's cheesy. Stop playing it.
I like it.
Philip said it's great. I agree, Philip. 100%.
I think it's quality.
Yeah. I mean, it's not anything like you might have written back in the day.
No, I mean, you have like, when you're doing things like that, there's a certain level of like expected cheesiness. Everyone does that, but it's not too cheesy.
It's better than the Rick and Bubba's theme song.
Yeah. Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Yeah. Back when they had that thing. I mean, they wear you out. I was like, there's not much. This is better.
It is.
This is better than that. All right, let's play games. We got stuff to give away. More stuff. Brandon won earlier. Brandon, you cannot win again. We have Name That Movie. Holly said she didn't think that she had this in, but she actually does have this already in. So we could play Name That Movie at 728-1320. I've got 2 more Country Music Hall of Fame tickets and another bag of Black Rifle coffee. So I got big prize packs this morning for anybody who can name this movie. I got a 1 second, 2 second, and a 3 second clip of I'll just kind of work my way up. And if at any point in time you know it, get on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. Tell me the name of the movie.
I'd appreciate if he would dress.
You got it?
Mhm.
Oh, that's quick, Robbie. Quick.
I'd appreciate if he would dress.
I like playing with Robbie here because he didn't know what it was. And apparently somebody else knows it real quick, too. Oh, no, Dina, call back. 728-1320. Somebody felt good about it and then hung up. Don't be shy.
I'd appreciate if he would dress.
Yep.
It's pretty
Got it.
identifiable there.
Yeah.
People want to know what happened to Holly. She ate the snow yesterday.
Oh.
That's what happened to her. In that video, she was doing a little,
Never eat the
little
yellow
taste
snow.
check of the snow, and then all of a sudden she's sick.
Yeah.
You know?
Shockingly. Got that COVID in the snow.
728-1320.
I'd appreciate if he would dress me as.
Do you know that movie? That's a good one.
Yeah. One of the best movies.
Desert Island movie, or is it good enough to make the Desert Island list for you?
Yeah.
It depends on how many I get to take. Morning show.
Few good men.
Boom.
Mhm.
It is A Few Good Men. Well done. What's your name?
Lee.
Lee. Well done. Few Good Men. That will be the winner. Is that a Desert Island movie for you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Very, very. I think a lot of people would say so. All right. Well, Lee, I've
Lee's
got
a
some
no-nonsense kind of guy.
I got some presents. I got some prizes for you up here at the Thunder Radio Studios. Okay.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Yeah. Lee was a little bit very straightforward.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate if he would dress me as Colonel or Sir. I believe I've earned it.
I feel like you could recite the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know?
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Keep going. Just do the rest of the
Yeah.
movie. We got 30 minutes left on the morning show. Robbie, you can just do that.
And question the matter in which I provided.
Nice. Josh and Robbie with you. No Holly this morning. Unfortunately, she's a little bit under the weather. That's okay. So I saw this story. Have you seen this about the egg spilling?
No.
Okay. So I just got wind of this. This is in Oklahoma. This is bad news. You know how much eggs cost?
Like $4 a dozen?
I don't know. They're expensive.
I don't know.
Holly's supposed to know the answer. All right.
We have chicken friends now.
Do you?
Yeah.
No. Okay. But the store, I think they're higher. So hundreds of eggs were spilled on the highway after a semi truck crashed in Oklahoma on Tuesday, and photos of the aftermath of the crash show several cases of eggs with yolk all across the highway. No injuries were sustained in the crash, but now I'm concerned about the price of eggs. Bird flu, I think, has driven up. Contrary to popular belief, it was not Donald Trump. Bird flu has become a problem. You have
Wonder
your,
if that's within the snow.
you have your own chicken?
I do not. We have friends with chickens, and apparently chickens. You don't just get one chicken; you get lots, and then they lay lots of little butt nuggets.
Okay.
And so I have friends that give us eggs, and there is a discernible taste difference between a fresh egg
Is
and
there?
a store bought. Yes. Yeah.
You enjoy the taste?
I do. It's much better. Much better. Cleaner chickens. I don't know if that's true, but it just tastes better.
Okay. Well, as long as you're happy.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well,
Me and Lee, we're both excited.
yeah, Lee, very, very excited about winning. So, Trey said they're $67 a dozen right now, depending.
Good night.
Brian said that's liquid gold right there. Yeah, that was the comments on Facebook on that story. That truck should have had escorts. That's precious cargo. Pick up what isn't broken, put them on another truck, keep that moving.
Yeah.
And you're just going to keep. Can I show up and just get the ones that aren't broke?
I mean,
it's like the 5-second rule.
yeah, they're already probably written off somewhere. No, did you see where Stapleton protested the Academy over Beyonce winning country music album?
I did not see that.
Yeah, he officially protested.
An
Said,
unrelated story.
Someone needs to fight for. Well, in my brain, I'm still thinking about your jingle, and I'm thinking,
Oh, we're back to that.
yeah, I'm thinking about it being pretty quality. And I would count it as country music. You know,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
That was the
it's
theme.
got all of the thing. But yeah, I thought about Beyonce. That was just.
Well,
I have
George Strait's going to
opinions.
win Hip Hop Artist of the Year
Yeah.
this year.
Him dancing around. He doesn't move.
That's not going to happen.
No.
What did you think of the Kendrick Lamar halftime show?
I was a fan.
I liked it too.
I was a fan. I think
surprisingly, I didn't think that I was going to like it, and as we were watching it, and we've talked about this several times now, but not with Robbie. As we were watching it, I looked at Holly. I said, the reviews from people in Manchester are going to be horrendous.
Yeah.
People are going to hate this. And I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I was like, it's okay. But once I learned, I didn't know the
artistry. Yeah.
When I knew there was beef with him and Drake, and I don't like Drake, but I didn't know exactly what it was. And even during the show, I didn't. I was like, oh, they don't like each other or whatever. But then when I learned about that and then saw just how savage that he was with his trolling, I love a good troll job.
Yeah.
I've been in love with it ever since. Like I can't stop. Like it's in my reels now. Is that halftime show?
Yeah, and like I enjoyed it. I thought there was enough substance to it. Like he played stuff that I knew. Like because I'm not a big Kendrick fan. I'm not going to pretend to be, but I knew enough of the songs. I've coached enough youth sports and been around the kids to know enough of them.
Because they know all kind of stuff they don't need to know.
Yeah. But it was good. I mean, it was really good. Did you watch the All-Star game, basketball All-Star game?
No.
Okay.
Is that something that happened?
Well,
I don't even know anything about it.
The Pride of Southwest Virginia, Mac McClung, three-peated slam dunk champion, but they had some musical guests at halftime that kind of I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a bunch of 45-year-old rappers like E40 and Too Short.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that.
Okay.
The basketball All-Star game was on, so I put Last Dance on and rewatched that again because there is no NBA after Jordan.
Yeah, that's fair.
You watch basketball?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's not the same sport I played.
No, all they do is go down and shoot threes.
I've actually told Jaden Carter on numerous occasions he doesn't foul enough.
The Bill Laimbeer kind of fouling and the Dennis Rodman kind of fouling is not what they call now.
Yeah. No.
They would throw them. They would kick off team, throw them out for the season.
If they didn't want you doing it, they'd only give you one.
Right.
I mean, they give you 5. Yeah. Use one. Set a tone early. Let them know you're not coming in there without getting punched in the face.
I'm all about it. Let them know early. Give them a good one early on. Yep. I almost think you can treat basketball like hockey. Like have a guy who's the enforcer. Maybe he doesn't even start.
Yeah.
Just put him out there early to clock somebody real good. I mean, not punch them or nothing. I mean, lay the wood to them if they come into the paint.
And who better than the Pride of Cardinal, Jaden Carter, than to go down through there and just make a hole,
lay somebody out. Yeah, 100%. Kevin said the NBA is junk. Yeah, I can't watch it. And I'm be honest with you, I feel bad saying it because I don't watch it. But just if the highlights don't impress me, then how's the game going to impress me? I'd rather watch hockey.
I would too. Hockey's physical and hockey's beautiful. Did you see in the they dropped the gloves and fought immediately?
Yeah, we talked about that Monday or Tuesday because don't they play again tonight? Is that a thing?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's 7. Is it 7?
Yeah. So Team USA and Team Canada play again tonight. They got in the fight the other night because we said that's the most Canada thing ever to lose 3 fist fights to the Americans and lose the game that is their game. Like, how do you lose a hockey game to USA and get beat up while you booed their national anthem? I thought that was absolutely fantastic.
I see.
Carmadillo will kill you.
In the comments, Nikki said Jaden almost fouled out Tuesday. I didn't get to go because we had to move the game up and I was still at work.
It's 5:30 start.
Yeah, but that makes me very happy.
Now, when it starts at 5:30, I mean, you guys up at Markham's probably could turn up the radio up there.
Yeah, that's what I listened.
We should have that great
Thunder radio coverage.
Yeah, we should have that cranked out amongst the whole building.
Yeah.
I mean, can you get that kind of authority up there?
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of day games. It doesn't really.
During the last year in the tournament run, we had
state tournament. Yeah,
we had the games going loud.
Yes, good, Robbie. Good. That's what we like to hear. All right, congratulations to our winners today, Brandon and Lee, winning some prizes from the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you along with us, Josh and Robbie. No Holly today. Plenty of ways to watch and or listen to the show. 1320 AM, 1079 FM worldwide, Manchester Go app, and you can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams, Facebook and YouTube. Just search for Thunder Radio. Give us a follow. Thursday coming up next.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better. Since 1975.
Tracy, that's 51st State kind of behavior right there. I'm ready for baseball too.
Yes.
Spring training game. The Braves, did they play yesterday? They've started.
I know the Vols look really good again this year. The old base Vols.
They do.
They hung 29 or 27 on. I don't know if it's UNC, Greensboro, whoever they played. They beat them like a drum.
Yeah, they should be pretty good. A hard time watching college baseball. You can get sloppy. But I mean, I'll watch them. I'm going to get into the postseason. You know, I'm going to watch a lot of that.
Are you a fan of the recent changes like pitch clock and all the baseball stuff?
It doesn't bother me. The first, and again, I don't watch the game like I used to. I'd watch. Of course, you can't hardly watch the Braves here anymore.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we got them on Thunder Radio. But no, I think like we go to a couple of games a year. We went last year. I loved it. Like I don't like the pickoff limitations because that changes the way you steal bases.
That's true.
But the pitch clock itself, the game goes so fast.
Yeah, I think they've adjusted.
Yeah, the game goes so much faster, which I'm here for that.
Yeah. I actually love to watch like ladies college softball. To me, it's a very fast pace.
Yeah, same with high school. Like high school softball is fun to cover because it goes so quick.
Yeah,
game goes fast.
I think our girls are going to be good again this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they're always pretty fun to cover around here. Well, yeah, the game goes quick. Like high school baseball is. I mean, that's what I played and coached it for several years, but it's hard to sit through a high school baseball game just because, you get to a district games on Mondays and Tuesdays, and you got two good pitchers going. It's a little different.
Yeah.
You get some of those weekend games, it's like 18-13. There's 7 errors, and it's hard to watch, especially when it's cold. If the weather's warm, I'll still watch it. But if it's cold, if it's 70 and sunny, I'll sit there and watch a bad game. I don't care.
Yeah.
But if it's cold, I don't. And that's unfortunately it's cold a lot of the time in the spring. Westwood has games this week they have to cancel because of snow. I'm like, why are we playing baseball in the middle of February?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I don't either.
Because they'll wrap up their season, like tournament and everything, like April 20th. I'm like, you got a whole another month of school. Push it back. Let's let it warm up a little bit. Here I am complaining about everything this morning.
Get off my lawn.
I don't understand that. That's just brutal to be out in. That game is not meant to be played in the cold.
Yeah.
And that I get it. You got to finish before the school year's up, but May is a pretty good month to play in. Let's push it back a little and get it out of February. And again, middle school baseball is real hard to watch.
Yeah.
You talk about some long games.
I still want to see I know Westwood and Coffee County started playing in other sports, but they're not playing in baseball and softball, I don't think, are they?
Playing.
I know like softball, baseball, they don't play each other.
They do not.
I wish they did.
They do not. They used to. They do not. I think they played JV baseball a couple times.
Okay.
But not varsity.
This is Allison's 8th grade year at Westwood. It'd be cool to see.
Yeah, no, they're not playing, but I'm all about pushing that back.
Yeah.
More
100%.
More times. Some high school baseball hated the doubleheaders. Yeah, it's rough. Now, middle school, Coffee Middle, their conference, they had put in a time limit last year, which is like 2 hours. I'm all about that because I mean, some of them games like nobody wants to be out here that long, guys. You talk about eating up pitching arms, it's not meant for that. Thursday. This is where we comment on idiots.
The turds.
Yes.
Some huevos on the highway.
Do what?
Talking about huevos con chorizo. It's like huevos on the highway in Oklahoma.
Right. That's good. I've had that before over there at La Rivera. It's good stuff. Their breakfast. Authentic Mexican breakfast over there.
Holly is the planner, the brains, and the looks. She just needs Josh to push all the fancy buttons.
The snowflake button makes it cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold, hold, hold.
This is the morning show with Josh and Holly.
But no Holly. No Holly today. Shouldn't even played that one. She's a little under the weather. She ate some of the snow yesterday while out trying to get your kids out of school. She was doing a little texture test, and now she's sick.
Bird flu snow.
I don't think that's what it is, but she is out. Robbie from Markham's Pharmacy is our guest co-host today, but he was all about it. I was like, I texted him last night, but it wasn't him. He got a new phone, I guess, and so I texted last night. I texted like 4. I'm like, hey, you want to co-host with me in the morning? Holly's a little sick. And he hadn't responded by like, I don't know, it was like 6 o'clock. And I was like, well, I guess he don't want to. So I reached out to Tiffany. I was going to her to fill in. And then I think I may have sent you a message on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
And he hadn't responded to that either. And so, I mean, he really doesn't want to do it. But then I got a text from somebody before you had even responded back and was like, you must be looking for Robbie. You and everybody else.
My bad.
He said, I got this number like a week ago, and I'm getting messages all the time.
Send that guy a gift.
People are looking for Robbie. So I guess Robbie got a new phone, and people are still messaging that old number. And I'm sorry to that gentleman. He was super nice about it.
He is. I've had 2 or 3 people tell me that. I need to get in touch with that guy and just apologize.
Yeah, you probably should reach out and be like, hey, this Robbie.
Yeah.
Sorry for your life. You may want to change numbers or something. Well, people don't change numbers often.
No.
You know, it's not a common thing. I got the same number I had in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and that was 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not something that happens. So it's rare. But anyway, once we finally got in touch with Robbie last night, he was all about it. So,
Yeah. No, I love it, dude.
and the shout out to Tiffany, who was on deck to stand in if you couldn't do it. All right. It is Thursday. That means Thursday. Now, Holly, even though she is not here, she did do some work and she made sure I had these stories for Thursday. So this one, I think I got audio for this. It's a video on TikTok, but obviously I can't play that. I can play the audio. So this girl goes and gets in the back of a police cruiser and sits down and asks for a ride to the bar. And I think it was like a joke, but the cop did not think that was funny at all. I think they may end up taking this chick to jail even.
You look like a taxi? No.
Here it is. It's just her getting in there. So this chick gets in the car, and then you see dash cam video of the officer. She didn't know she was in there. She got in to drive, and the girl tapped on the window.
Oh,
and scared her.
I'd have been scared to death.
Why are you in my car? I'm just wondering if you can take me to the bar. I'm of age.
I'm of age.
Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. Oh my God.
She drags her out of this car.
Oh.
Get out of it. No! Close the door. Both of you get over here now.
There was another one who was coming to
right
get
now.
in.
Give me your IDs. What in your mind would make you think that you should get into the back of a cop car?
Get her.
I'm sorry. Give me your
I'm
ID
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. Give me your ID. Ma'am, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It doesn't mean
Didn't
to.
mean
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you
in your
did.
mind
You
makes you
opened the
think that
door.
you should get into a cop car?
Because we wanted to ride to the next bar.
Do I look like a taxi?
No, you don't. I'm sorry. I seriously, I didn't know it was going to be like this. I'm sorry.
48 headquarters. Can you
I
make
think
me
she
a
was
step
trying
plan
to
today?
prank.
Yeah.
And
I've got 2 Ohio
didn't realize.
deals when you're ready.
Oh, they're from
Here,
Ohio.
both of you stand right
Ohio.
there with them. Do not go anywhere. Stand right there with him. Do not go anywhere. So I made a traffic stop. Basically, this lady almost hit me trying to pull out. So I walked up to her car. I had my car parked here. And as I was talking to her, that girl had the audacity to get into the back seat of my car and was sitting in the back seat of my car when I came back around the car to my car.
One of those girls?
Yeah.
Is she drunk?
She just said, so she's over 21. She's like, oh, I need you to drive me to the bar. What can I cite her with?
Criminal mischief, and she can go to jail if she wants to sit in the car. She can take a ride.
Okay, perfect.
Criminal mischief, I'm good with that.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can't just sit
I
there
literally.
like-
Do I look like?
So that was the end of that. But I feel like it was a joke. Like they were trying to do some stupid college prank
Yeah.
or something. But I don't understand the lack of intelligence there.
Yeah.
Is that something you feel like you would do ever?
No.
I try to avoid the cops at all
would,
costs. I'm like, oh,
yes.
there's a cop car there. I'm going to go this way.
Yes.
I've not done anything wrong. I just don't want to be around them.
Right. I would do dumb things with my friends, but I would never mess with the police.
Right. Yeah. And here comes Trey. But you should have had your car locked, lady.
Yeah.
And that's what somebody said in the comments. Like, why was her car not locked and secure?
Maybe she was in Wendy's,
like
enjoying a Frosty.
Just left it running forever. Yeah. So I was, because they were like, well, she could have gotten the front seat and drove off. Was this car not locked?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know the rules there, but I'm assuming they're supposed to probably lock their cars unless it's like they're in a, jumping out to go real fast to something, obviously. But this is a traffic stop. It sounded like, so she probably should have made sure. And she's in a parking lot. So again, anyway, she wanted to go to the next bar. So she's Thursday number one. This one, this Tennessee man here. Man allegedly told grandfather he would not say where his dog was unless he came to bail him out of jail.
He kidnapped his Papa's puppy.
I don't. A man in Tennessee allegedly told his grandfather he would only tell him where he left his car with the family's pit bull inside if he bailed him out of jail. Marvin Blaine Royer, age 23, was booked into the Hamilton County Jail on Tuesday and charged with theft of property, evading arrest, car theft, extortion, and animal cruelty. It's quite the list of offenses there. According to a report from WTVC, Royer's grandfather reported to police on Monday night that Royer was last seen with his mother and her pit bull at the Home Depot in Hickson. The police affidavit said Royer's mother returned from the store to find Royer, her car, and her pet all missing. So he stole his mom's car. He stole his mama's car, and he stole his mama's dog.
This is a country song writing itself.
I know. He was then arrested for shoplifting near the Hamilton Place Mall. So this guy stole his mom's car, stole his mom's dog, went to the Hamilton Place Mall, stole some stuff. 23 years old, mind you. That's 11 miles away from where he disappeared with the car. After the arrest, he contacted the grandfather to tell him that he'd been arrested. And when asked where the car and the dog were, he said that he would not tell until you come post my bond. Cops found the car.
I hope he's still in
The dog
jail.
was locked inside.
See, not only is that illegal, but you shouldn't mess with Papaw.
How you gonna steal?
You don't mess with the family dog.
Steal your mama's dog or your
We need to
grandma's dog,
deport him
whoever's
to
dog.
another
this was.
state. He cannot be in this state any longer, acting
Yeah.
like that.
Who-
Send him to Ohio.
Yeah, right. That's where the rest of them need to go. So yeah, that's something that happened. Tennessee man.
Terrible.
Kids are awful spoiled.
Yeah.
This one I feel kind of bad for her, but you kind of play dumb. Trey said earlier on the feed, play dumb games, get dumb prizes, right? Well, here's one. Headline: Shark bites off woman's hands as she tries to take a selfie with it. Yes. Finally got Robbie going this morning. Gotta tell him about these people. This is in Turks and Caicos. So a woman lost her hands to a shark attack while she was trying to take a selfie with the creature. According to the New Zealand Herald, the woman, a 55-year-old Canadian tourist visiting the Thompson Cove Beach in the Caribbean, she, quote, attempted to engage a 6-foot-long shark, at which point the animal attacked her and seriously injured her hands. The woman needed to have one of her hands amputated below the wrist, and the other arm is amputated halfway up the forearm.
Oh, my Lord.
So, yeah. Authorities say the woman was specifically attempting to take a photo with the shark.
What?
I've seen a lot of people get hurt trying to do dumb selfies. They fall off of high places and die, or they do dumb. And this was another one. Like, hey, shark. Like, I feel like she was tapping it on the nose. Like, hey, come over here. Let's take this picture. Like, there. And so I've been to the Bahamas where we went on a shark snorkeling excursion, like where we were snorkeling with sharks. There was probably 15 or 20, 5, 6, 7 foot long reef sharks. Like, to me, they're not 20-foot great whites or nothing, but they're big enough to do some damage.
Yeah.
But they tell you when you get in the water, they're like, don't. I love to snorkel, and I've seen sharks just on a regular snorkeling excursion, just random shark. But this one's you're going to see sharks. So they feed them here to keep them in that area so that when the boat pulls up, they know. And when we got in the water, they said, hey, don't put your hands out to the side. They might think you're feeding them. And they weren't joking. They were being serious. So I was like, well, but when you get in the water, what's the first thing you do?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you put your hands out to the side to swim. So there's a rope out there for us to hang on to. It's not a typical snorkel. Usually when you snorkel, you just go out and do your own thing, come back to the boat whenever you want. This is more of like, hey, we put out a 100-foot rope, hang on to that rope and stay there. So I was a little...
you look like a fishing lure at that point.
Yeah, they said, do not put your hands out. You know, we feed them here. And so you look down and it's the water there probably, I would say 15 feet deep. And they put a chum box down there. So the sharks were circling that box and it was super cool. And you see all these sharks down there, but then Holly starts yelling from her snorkel. You know, you hear that and you look up and there's one eye level. It's not, it was eye level 3 feet from us, just coming right by. And, I got a little, and then first thing I did was wanted to put my hand out. I had my GoPro with me, so I wanted to take video of the shark. But this lady seems like a real.
Yeah. See, I've been in the water before with a really large catfish. And
you've been noodling? Were you noodling?
No, not intentionally. Like I was just like, swimming in the lake and been grazed by a cat.
Yes.
And that will terrify me forever. The thought of being in there with something the size of a shark, that's on my nope list.
Last Thursday of the day, woman accused of punching and then stomping a nurse's head in Kentucky.
Holy cow.
I know. A woman accused of assaulting a nurse, according to WKDZ radio up there. They report that Symphony Morgan, age 25, of Gary, Indiana, was reportedly dropped off at Jenny Stewart Health on Tuesday for a checkup. While there, Hopkinsville police said that she was accused of grabbing a nurse and punching her repeatedly. And then Morgan also allegedly stomped on the nurse's head before other nurses were able to pull her off of the victim. She's been charged with third-degree assault. There's really no more to this story. That's just the story. There's no, the nurse said this, did this. They engaged. That's just this. That's the story. She grabbed the nurse, started punching her, and then stomped on her head.
That's well. Also, I got out of that. I've been a long supporter that there should be a council of mammas that approve names of babies.
Symphony.
That's
a new one.
Yeah.
There's some names out there.
Yeah. With a name like Symphony, you ought not be acting like
no
that.
offense to anybody named Symphony listening in, but we're talking about you. Birthday's coming up next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Common John Brewing Company is open this morning for breakfast starting at 8 a.m. Get on by and see them. We usually spend our Sundays up there and enjoy. It's kind of the relax day. Get up there, get a late breakfast, and just chill for a couple hours. Got to decompress from a long week. Well, you can start early this morning. They got really good breakfast up there. Scrambled egg power bowl is my go-to, and they have pretty good breakfast burrito there as well. They got good coffee, and you can buy it by the bag. Common John Brewing Company, 210 Woodbury Highway, online at commonjohnbc.com. Birthdays are next.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better. Since
People are jerks. Quick break birthdays, then you can leave.
Yep.
You can leave whenever you want.
Shark selfies and alligator rides. What could go wrong, Trace?
I snorkeling with sharks is pretty cool. I mean, and I've been snorkeling just out on my own and seen sharks. Pretty neat.
Man,
it's pretty cool to see one out there. You feel like you're not in control, but you feel like if you see them, you can keep an eye on them, right? And it's like, as long as I just don't want to sneak up. Like I don't like being in the water like Panama City. Usually it's pretty clear, but occasionally it can be a little brackish, and I can't see around me. I don't like that. Even if it's pretty clear and I'm just standing there, I'm like, but if I'm snorkeling, I'm engaged in what's around me. I feel better about that. Like if the water's clear, I've found that I like to paddleboard. Like that's a fun. If it's not too choppy and the water's clear, because I can see pretty good.
Is that difficult to stay up on a paddleboard when you first learn it?
If it's not, water's not choppy, but it is a little. Like we went on fall break, it was real choppy. So I just stayed on my knees. I couldn't stand up. I stood up for a minute and I was like, this thread's gonna fall off. But that was it was one of those inflatable paddle boards that inflates so tight that it feels like but it's still not quite as sturdy. Then I went out one time on one of the big wooden ones, but the water was so calm. It's like 2 years ago on fall break when we went, and it was It was like lake water. It was so calm and clear. I bet we went out to where it was 20 feet deep. Like we went way out there. I had no concern of not being able to come back.
I'm with
And you can
Kevin.
see the bottom out there.
Kevin says I'm going to view them through glass at an aquarium. That's me too, bud. And even then I get nervous because there's that spot in the aquarium in the Smokies where it's basically the glass broke, and it said,
"Did that happen?"
Yeah, it said, "Here's where a shark headbutted the glass."
Oh.
I don't know if it's still there, but years ago it used to.
I've not been to that aquarium, I don't think.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's just a giant death mussel. I don't want to be in the water with it. I find crocodiles and alligators, though, far more terrifying than sharks.
Yeah. It's birthday time.
It is birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Call them in 728-1320 or 728-3526. Would love to hear from you. I got a couple of local birthdays on the list. We draw this afternoon at 4:30 for a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. At the end of the week, we draw for a grand prize, birthday cake from the Food Lion. Yesterday's pie winner, Ronald Bailey. Tuesday's pie winner was Dara Banks. And Monday, it was Mitch Campbell. We'll be drawing again this afternoon, but you cannot win if your name is not on the list. Drum roll, please. Happy birthday. Jason Sanders has a birthday today. And also Caitlin Davis. And Jason Alford. Happy birthday to those people. All celebrating another grand trip around the sun. Holly is my celebrity birthday person, and I completely forgot about that. So maybe I'll give you celebrity birthdays. Silence. All right, here we go. Celebrity birthdays today. Olivia Rodrigo has a birthday today. Rihanna is 37. Kurt Cobain, the late Kurt Cobain, birthday today. And that's really about it. They list all these TikTok stars and stuff.
That's not real people.
Yeah. I don't understand the TikTok famous trend, but I'm not in it.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
Can you name one Olivia Rodrigo song?
Nope.
Me neither.
I know nothing about her.
It's not my thing. Well, Robbie, thanks for coming in today. Guest hosting.
Yeah,
guest co-hosting with me.
Also, Brian Luttrell from the Backstreet Boys. His birthday's today.
Oh, I didn't realize you were such a big Brian Luttrell fan.
Yeah, he put out an album with Mac Powell and some of the Mark Hall, some of the contemporary Christian dudes a while back.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's doing some different things than Backstreet Boys things now.
Yeah, he's Backstreet's back, all right.
Oh, I couldn't stand the Backstreet Boys. You know how frustrating it is to be a middle school boy and all the girls are just drooling over the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Yeah,
and
you late 30? How are you?
I'm 38.
Okay, I'm 41. Similar time. I remember like Backstreet and NSYNC was like the Crips and the Bloods, dude. It was,
yes. And yeah, you liked one or the other.
Yeah.
You had to pick one, but the girls were just drooling over these boy bands. And I'm like, I'm right here, you know?
I'm over here playing Skinnerd.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I just, I can't compete with those guys.
Right.
I can't sing. I can't dance. And I'm also 13 and awkward. So it did not go well for me. All right. Robbie, hanging out with us the first hour and a half. Holly is out today. Thunder Radio Morning Show continues on the radio. Facebook side, we will shut that down for the last 30 minutes. So we appreciate you guys hanging out with us over there. Got a news update here at the top of the hour. More morning show here until 8:30.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios.
We're your friends. We're your neighbors. Locally owned and operated.
Sir, y'all tell Robbie bye now.
See y'all. Bye, Yuns.
Say hi to your mom and them.
Yep. Actually, my mom may be on there, so hi, Mom.
Yes.